watching. You are watching.
You're watching. You guys are watching.
You're watching Soulful Discussion.
All right, so hi ladies, how you guys doing today?
Good, thank you.
All right, and so how did our paths cross right now? How did we just meet?
We met at the park.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
to each other.
Absolutely. And I approached you guys about what?
Just to ask a few questions for a video.
Okay, and what are we going to be talking about?
I think we're going to be talking about
mental
health and
said feet, right?
Feet and one other one. Starts with an R?
Yeah.
You're on it. There it is.
What was it? Yeah.
All right, you guys got it together. So in terms of mental health, right? Mm-hmm. Are there any topics that you two research, you follow on a regular basis?
I don't think on a regular basis. Probably not for me.
Okay, and for you, anything you
mental health?
Yeah.
Related?
Yeah.
Not really.
Not really? Mm-hmm. Okay, so the topic we're going to discuss today has to do with depression and anxiety. So there might be some new information you guys can take from that, using your life. What about reflexology? Have you ever heard of it? You familiar with it?
No, I'm actually not familiar with that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So there'll be some information there for you guys that could be helpful. Okay. First question, and we're gonna start here. What's something that you like that other people might find to be weird? And I'm using the word weird for a reason. It doesn't necessarily have to be weird, but it could be a hobby you have, and other people might look at it strange. What's that?
Something random?
Yeah, whatever.
Well, for me, I guess I would say something super random is I don't like to eat my entire takis. I just like the chili, licking off the chili. Yeah, and people find it weird.
Okay, that's the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, I've heard a few people that tell me that they like it the same way, but most people tell me that I'm weird.
Okay, that's the first time I've heard that. That's interesting. And what about for you?
Something that I like that people think is weird.
Yeah, and it doesn't. I'm just using the term weird, but they could think it's strange. So for me, I'm an adult. I watch anime. So some people might look at that oh, you're an adult. You watch anime. What's that about? But I enjoy it. So
yeah.
I don't even know what anything.
Nothing comes to mind. Yeah, this question is meant to make you think.
Yeah, you definitely have to think about it.
I don't know.
You want to come back to it?
Yeah, I feel like I love to go to a lot of places that people normally go with other people by myself.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And they'll be like, "Oh, why are you there by yourself?"
Yeah.
And it's kind of just
that's a good one.
thing.
I like that. Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
I like to hang out with myself way more often than
you
I
like to spend a lot of personal time with yourself.
Yes.
That's good. So the next question is starting with you. Has anyone ever made you feel insecure about your body or a body part?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Care to share?
I think it kind of stems from your own family as well.
I see. Okay.
It wouldn't be necessarily direct comments, maybe indirect that makes you rethink oh, I never really noticed that part about myself. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. And for you?
I agree. I think the same thing. I don't think I've had anybody directly say something about my body and point something out, but I definitely think that the indirect comments affect you, and just the views on how a girl should dress and how we
society kind of
society's
right?
standards. I feel like there are times where I just feel insecure wearing a dress, or I just feel like I have to be covered up because that's just how society thinks that women should go out like.
I see. So are these things that you guys are still dealing with, or do you already have control over? Is it a day-to-day process? What is it?
Well, I recently just moved out, so I feel like within my family there were so many rules. I never left in shorts. I never left in skirts or dresses.
Really?
Yes, I feel like there would always be an indirect comment said before I left the house, so I'd rather not even walk out like that.
I see.
Now that I moved out and I'm kind of, I'm on my own, I feel like I can express myself a little bit better, and I can wear more of what I want.
What you want,
yeah. But I feel like I am still cautious about what I wear for that same reason.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. What about for you?
I think being in our early 20s now, and being around friends who also have that idea I want to grow and not think those things or stick with those things. I think that kind of being in that environment has helped me. I'm still living with my parents right now, so I'm not completely away from that, but it's just surrounding yourself as well with
positive
different
influences,
yeah,
right?
like a different
Yeah.
mentality, like that's helped me for sure.
Okay, cool. Next question: if there was one thing you could change about yourself, and it doesn't have to be physical, what would it be? You're first.
Me first.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that I've always said is that I just wish I was a little bit taller.
Really?
Yeah, I
Okay.
like being tall.
You're about what, 5'6"?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and to myself, I have a tall boyfriend, so to him, like, I feel little next to him.
Yeah, but you're like perfect height probably for him.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
But I have people tell me that I'm tall and I don't feel that way. And
When I walked up, okay, I can see
felt
the
like
height
I was
difference.
tall?
Not to,
Yes,
not to throw you
I'm
under-
not sure.
I can see the
We
height
look like,
difference.
I've always thought that we were like Snooki and JWoww because their height
Really?
differences
Yeah.
are so, I mean, you could tell.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, when I walked up, like, you definitely, like, I could tell you were like the taller one. So,
I wish
yeah.
I was taller still.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then for you,
Okay.
are you gonna say the same thing?
No,
You
I'm
wish
not
you-
gonna say the same thing. I'm not gonna say the same thing. I feel like I wish I wasn't as shy sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that's something I wish I could change about myself. Just to be, I don't know, just to feel more comfortable,
Yeah,
like speaking.
more outgoing, stuff like that.
Yeah, like that.
Well,
you know.
can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
Step one right here, like you're doing an interview
Yeah.
with me for
Yeah.
YouTube, and
That's true.
so
That's
like
stepping out of
you're
your
already
comfort
stepping
zone.
out of your comfort
Yeah.
zone. So there you go. Yeah, just move on from there, like little steps at a time.
Little steps. Yeah, definitely.
All right, so here we go. Here comes the real interesting questions for you guys. Okay.
Okay.
How do you feel about your feet? What are your thoughts?
I think I have this love-hate relationship with my feet.
Love hate. Okay.
But overall, I like my feet.
Okay.
I appreciate my
But there's a love hate there.
There's
Okay.
a love-hate there. I have flat feet.
Oh,
There's
that's
a
why.
love-hate there.
You wish you
yeah.
had more of an arch.
Yes, like I don't
Ah.
have any type of arch, so
Okay.
it's like my feet. I can't walk long distances.
Oh, wow.
Like I can't wear certain.
Do you have to wear like
shoes.
certain like inserts and stuff?
I
for your
used to,
shoes?
not anymore.
Okay.
But for sure, I kind of would have to just be uncomfortable.
I see.
doing
And then
things,
for
but-
you?
I agree. I say
Oh,
that.
same thing. You have a love-hate relationship?
I feel like I have a love-hate relationship because,
Really?
yes, I feel like we all want to keep our toes cute and clean, and but I feel like they're also a lot of work. I don't
Okay.
know. I feel like, but I do enjoy going to the salon, getting my feet
Yeah,
done,
get it
getting my
done.
pedicure.
Yeah, get
Yes,
our
That
feet
always
done.
makes you
always
feel
so
better,
much,
right?
Yes.
Afterwards?
But you do have to, like, wearing inserts, taking care of your feet. I work on my feet all day, so I feel
Yeah.
like by the end of the night, my feet hurt a lot.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm just, yeah.
I feel it. Has anyone ever complimented you? I think we started there last time. So has anyone ever complimented you about your feet? Anybody said you had nice feet before?
Yes, I feel like, I like to get little stones and, like, little gems on my feet.
Oh, so you get them
sometimes.
like decorated and
Yeah,
stuff.
mhm.
Okay.
And I feel like I also like wearing sandals, so I've had people compliment me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then for you?
You mean compliments on feet or
Yeah.
like just compliments?
Compliments on
in
feet.
general? On feet.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Yes.
have gotten
Yeah.
compliments on feet.
Okay, and so now my next question to follow up for that for both of you, men, women, is it both?
What do you mean?
In terms of the compliments, people
Who
with compliments on
Oh.
your feet.
Yeah.
I think I've had Evelyn compliment me. I've had women compliment
Okay.
my feet as well.
Okay.
But it's more men.
Okay, more men.
definitely,
Okay.
Yeah.
Same for you?
Same thing, yeah.
More men?
Yeah. I
Okay,
agree.
so now in terms of compliments that you receive, right,
Mhm.
from men and women, is there a difference in your feeling? I'm not just talking about feet, but I'm talking about in general compliments that you receive. Is there a difference in how you feel about those compliments, or does it feel the same with the compliments?
I feel like for me, it feels the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't jump to anything straight. You're giving me a compliment, I take it as a compliment.
That's true.
Okay.
From
Same for
either
you?
person,
Same
yeah.
for me. Yeah.
Okay. And so I asked that question because I interviewed someone before, and she said that a lot of times women are taught, like from a young age, to kind of like be in competition, to hate on other girls. So when you get older and you start to receive compliments from other women, it's more sincere. It seems better, as opposed to like
Yeah.
guys who give compliments just to get something in return.
Yeah.
Is that something you
I
guys
agree.
agree with, or
Yes, I feel
now
like,
that I mentioned it, you rethinking it, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel like I've had experiences where I feel like the guy's being genuine, and it is like just to get closer to me,
Yeah.
or just
And so this is what I hear from a lot of women, right? They say that a lot of times they deal with this, and I've seen it up close and personal,
Mm-hmm.
where a guy is trying to talk to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Catcalling or whatever it may
Yeah.
be, and when you don't give him the time of day, then he throws like a sly remark your way, like he calls you a name or something like that,
Mhm.
right? I don't know if you guys have ever dealt with that, but a lot of women I interview, they say that they've dealt with that,
That
right?
they
And
dealt
that's
with
why
that, yeah.
that's why they don't sometimes take those compliments seriously when they get it from men. Does that ever happen to you guys, or?
It's never happened to me. No, I've had guys just be creeps and I'll just ignore them
Okay.
completely. So it's kind of like.
What do you mean by be creeps? Like, what do you mean by that?
Just kind of like I've had cars drive by and kind of slow down right beside me, and I just don't even look their way, like, and that just kind of.
And I think sometimes dudes don't think about like what women go through in terms of like you guys it's different. Like it's like I can kind of relate what you guys go to because I'm African American. So when I go into certain areas, like I can feel like eyes on me looking at me. And so for women, for women, I know you guys deal with that when you walk into a room and like there's guys there and they're like looking at you.
I agree. I feel like, and I feel like I've mentioned this, and I'm, I don't know. I feel like in general as a woman, I feel alert whenever there's a man anywhere I go. I have to be. Like, for example, yesterday, just a quick example, I went to Target and Trader Joe's.
Okay.
When I went to the elevator, a man got on with me. And even just being in the elevator with a man,
you never know.
I had my cart like in front of me. I was facing him. I was on the other side of the. Luckily, the elevator was actually big here at this this Target and Trader Joe's. So we were like on opposite sides, and even then, and then when he got off, I saw that he had a Trader Joe's shirt on. So he was a Trader Joe's worker, and I'm over here like scared. And I doesn't mean he's a bad person, but
you
just
have
like
to do that because I talk to my girlfriend, right?
I always feel like I have to,
I talk to my girlfriend. We have this conversation all the time, right? So even being black, like I tell her in certain situations when I could get pulled over by a cop, I'm on my best behavior because I don't know what might happen, right? And she's like, well, you shouldn't have to feel like that, right? And so the same thing for women, like you guys shouldn't have to feel like that, but it's better to be cautious in those situations. Like just know like that there are people out there that are like, crazy and they're willing to do all kinds of stuff. So.
It's something to still be aware of. Always,
despite the fact that like you shouldn't have to feel like that,
but and it shouldn't be
because you do, you need to be aware. Absolutely. So let's move on to this. You're dating someone right now. Are you dating anyone?
I'm not. No.
Okay. So let's go back to square one for both of you guys. You guys are not dating anybody for this scenario, okay?
Okay.
How would you feel if you started dating somebody who's into feet? Like, what would your thoughts be?
I wouldn't think anything too much into it. I think that it would just be like, oh, okay, like that's what you're into. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't like be like, oh, that's weird. Or I know that there's people who are into that.
Yeah, there's levels to it.
Yeah.
There's some people who have like an obsession, and then there's some people who are just like admirers. They just like to see their woman with like their toes done and stuff like that. That's it. So how would you feel? Is it the same thing?
It's the same thing. I feel like I wouldn't judge against people who like feet.
Okay.
You get me? But
everybody has. I mean, there's so many different things to like.
There is.
Yeah.
Everyone's different.
I feel like as a couple, you kind of like even figure out things you like.
What works for you guys? Yeah.
Like.
Well, that was my next question. So when you first start dating someone, when is the appropriate time for you two to bring up the stuff you're into? When should you talk about that?
I think whenever you guys reach that point that you really do feel comfortable.
Definitely when you feel comfortable.
Because I get different responses from this. So I get some people who are like, I want to know early on. Because, and I think that that's probably more for people who are like maybe late 20s, early 30s. Like they feel like they don't have time to waste. So
that makes sense. Because
they want to know right away. So they can move on.
I feel the opposite. I'm like, I don't want to go too fast.
Yeah, you don't want to go too fast because you want to fill them out. You want to actually give them a chance, right? So, but I had one person tell me that they would want to know after they become official, and I'm like, I feel like that's kind of late. Because after you're official, like, I mean, you're telling me you're going to come to the table and say, this is what I'm into. And then, like, what are you going to do about that?
I think maybe the appropriate time is, one, once you're comfortable, and two, maybe when you two start experimenting, and then you guys are kind of like, you guys might have a conversation of, like, what are you into? Well, I like this.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. And you agree with that, right?
I agree with that,
Okay, cool. All right, and so how often do you ladies get pedicures? Let's start here because I think you asked the first.
Probably every 3 weeks.
Every 3 weeks.
Every like 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay, and then for you?
I agree.
Same amount of time?
Same thing. Like.
Do you guys get like the gel polish? Is that why?
Yes.
We do.
Yes,
okay.
It's true. Gel polish is better.
It lasts longer.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know about this because my girl, she goes out and gets this stuff done. So this is how I know this information.
Yeah, because last time I just got. Well, the last time I got a pedicure, I wasn't sure if she had done gel or not because she didn't ask me.
Oh.
But she didn't do gel because it chipped off fast, and I was like, oh, this definitely wasn't
That
gel.
hurts.
Like, it's true, gel works.
That hurts. How often do you ladies wear like open-toed shoes, sandals, flip-flops?
I feel like I wear them pretty often.
Okay.
Yeah.
Often?
Like,
Often.
when we're going quick.
Especially because we're in Cali, right? Weather's usually pretty good.
Cali,
Yeah.
like, you're out in
If
the
I'm just
open.
like last minute plans or whatever, just some
Yeah.
easy sandals and I'm out.
Yeah.
Cool. How often do you guys go barefoot?
Never.
Outside?
Never.
Barefoot outside?
No,
Where?
just in general.
Oh,
at
at
I'm
home.
never really barefoot in the house like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like
Really?
to always
Like-
put on some clean pair of like socks when
Okay.
like, after I shower. I don't
I
know.
see.
I like to
I like walking around in my slippers.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I walk
slippers and
around
you
in
like
slippers.
socks or
socks
slippers.
and my slippers.
And slip
I
both?
do wear both.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's a new one. So have you guys ever heard of like earthing, grounding? You ever heard of that before? So it's a part of reflexology. It's for people who like feel like when their feet are like touching the ground, like they get this energy back from the earth and it like shoots through their whole body. They feel like the most at one with like the earth and they feel relaxed like in that state. So yeah, that's a part of reflexology because all those pressure points you have, like it shoots through there. Yeah, cool. We'll get a little bit more into that. Okay, so
That sounds
now
interesting. Yeah.
can we see what your ladies' feet look like up close?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Right now they're
So listen, it's not about that. It's not about that. I know you guys are gonna be like, well, they're not done and stuff like that. The whole point of the interview is to gauge your comfort level, like to see if you guys can continue to be comfortable during the interview, right? So would you guys like me to talk to you about the mental health first, and then we'll see?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I'm gonna
okay,
challenge you. I'm gonna
okay.
challenge you. Okay. So
I'll take the challenge.
all right. So
Let's
the
go.
mental health that I like why I got involved in this. I was watching a guy during quarantine. He talked about DBT. Have either of you ever heard of that?
Is that a type of drug?
No.
No.
It's a mental health practice. So it's not a drug. So DBT is it's dialectical behavioral therapy. It's for people who like deal with like depression, anxiety, people who don't tend to live in the moment. So they overthink situations. So they're presented with a situation and they think about all the negative things. Like for example, somebody just came to you and said they needed you to go to the store, and you start thinking about, well, if I go to the store, I might get robbed. Like you think about all the negative things instead of thinking some positive things in there, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you have a fear of approaching strangers, right? Therapists prescribe for you to go out, do that over and over again. They want you to get used to the uncomfortable feeling that comes along with that, so that when you're in that situation, you can cope with it. And basically what you do when you're in that situation, you do a self-analysis and you ask yourself, what's the worst that's going to happen in this situation, right? You think about the absolute worst thing. And if it's not anything that could be a threat to your life or to your safety, you should proceed because you could experience like good events, good moments, stuff like that.
Right.
So in this moment right here, you guys are like, oh, my toe's not done, things like that. But it's not about that. It's to like push you to see like, can you still be comfortable? What's the worst that's going to happen by your toes not being done? And what's going to happen from that? What's the worst? Is there anything that's going to threaten your life or safety?
Probably
Okay.
not.
All right. So can you guys do it? Can you guys go through with it?
Can I show one foot?
Huh? Well, you have 2 feet. You have 2 feet. And
Oh my
like,
god, the one
here's the
is better
thing.
than the other one.
But here's the thing. Like, yeah, both feet are usually different. So you get a contrast. So
My feet
yeah,
are
I'm
not
really
good right
pushing you.
now.
I'm pushing you to your limit, like to see, like, can you like go through with it? Like, show.
Okay,
show
we're
the
not gonna
people.
like walk around barefoot.
No,
right?
you're gonna sit right here. No.
Okay, I don't mind.
Okay.
I'll show my feet first.
Cool. So you're gonna wait for her, and then
Yes.
you can.
Okay.
Do me a
It's
favor.
because-
Come a
okay,
little
I'm
bit
gonna be
closer this
honest.
way, okay?
Yeah.
I got a really bad pedicure that messed up my foot. One of my feet. One
Okay.
of my feet.
Well, we're not here to judge. Nobody's gonna judge you.
Yeah.
On that. Like, we're
But
not-
see, that's what I mean. It's just like
okay.
Okay. I mean, my
All right.
feeling like my
Got the
feet always
nice.
have
There was
to
this
be good.
nice white polish here. For the
Yes,
summer.
I like
Okay.
white
The
polish.
same.
Yeah, everybody likes the white polish. That's always.
You see
good.
what I mean?
And what
It-
size do you wear?
It chipped.
6.5.
6.5,
We're both the
yeah.
same. Yeah.
See, my
I see.
she got gel and I got
Yeah,
the
you got
regular
that.
one and mine chipped.
And so you're pretty much due. You guys are probably both due for one.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, right?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Definitely.
And this is what the interview is all about, because I'm coming
Yeah,
up
you
to you
see,
guys impromptu. You
it-
guys don't have to. Oh, leave them out.
Okay.
We're gonna go through a couple more exercises.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So
It's
just
like-
leave them out.
Chipped.
Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. They look nice. All right. So let me get you guys to extend your feet. Let's see the soles. Like extend them all the way out.
Oh.
And yeah, face them this way. Yeah, together. All right. Well, put yours more this way. There we go. All right. So 6.5, 7 you said?
6.5.
Oh, 6.5 too?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I might be a 7 though. I'm
Okay.
thinking.
I was looking, so I'm like, they look slightly. Yours
No,
looks
yeah.
slightly
I think that
bigger.
I should get a size 7 now. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, how do you guys feel so far? We're going through this process. I pushed you guys to come out of your comfort zone. How are you feeling?
I don't feel too bad.
You don't feel too bad.
Bad,
It's not
yeah.
that bad,
Don't.
Okay. So let's talk about reflexology, okay? Reflexology is the study of the different pressure points we have in our hands and our feet. These pressure points like correlate back to other parts of your body, right? So through massage, acupuncture, things like that, you can alleviate like stress and tension to like different parts of your body.
I've heard it.
So the areas on your feet, they're called zones. And so like, let's say if you ladies ever deal with migraines, if it ever happens, there's a portion of your foot you can massage. To,
Really?
Yes.
Because I struggle with migraine.
Do you? Can I show you on your foot, like where to like massage at?
No, it's fine. Can you do it this
Huh?
one?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Okay, put your
Okay.
foot up, like straight
Like
like
this?
this. Okay. So right here at the base of the big toe, if you massage this area like this,
Yes.
you just do that. If your boyfriend, just have him do it. Use some oil. Do that. It'll start to alleviate
Really?
a lot of that tension you're feeling in your head. Yeah.
When I was younger, my migraines were bad to where I
Yeah.
would go to sleep and I would wake up still have migraine.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I don't get them as bad, but I still get headaches often, and
I
they
see.
do last a while.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So have your boyfriend, like if you
Use
ever
massage.
like experience that again, like just tell him like, hey, can you
In
massage
that
this
moment
area?
when it's happening,
Yeah,
like massage it.
on both of your feet, just like have him massage those areas right
wow.
there, and you'll start to like feel some like of that like tension like
Yeah.
going away.
Okay.
There's also an area like if you're having trouble sleeping, you can massage another area and it like it promotes good sleep. Like it'll help you start to like fall asleep. Yeah. So with that being said, how ticklish are you ladies?
I don't think I'm that ticklish.
I think I'm kind of ticklish. Yeah.
Kind of ticklish.
I'm
Scale of 1 to
ticklish.
10. So you said not that ticklish. What do you think? Like a 3 or 4?
No, maybe like a 5.
Maybe a 5.
I feel like maybe I was still
And you said you're pretty ticklish. How ticklish?
Maybe like a 7 or 8.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you mind if we tested it?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start with you. You said you're not that ticklish, so let's start with you. Let's
Okay.
go right foot. Let me get you to put your feet both up like this.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna start right foot first, and you just basically tell me like where it's most ticklish at. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Nothing, huh? You don't
It's
really
like
feel.
the same all around.
Okay. So it
Yeah.
feels the same,
Yeah.
but does it feel more stimulating, like a massage, as opposed to like it being ticklish?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah,
I
that's
don't
good.
really get ticklish. Yeah, it feels more of like a little massage.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. So let's try your left.
Okay.
One's usually more sensitive than the other.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3. Which one?
This one will probably be the more sensitive one.
More sensitive?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm still not like.
It's not as bad. You're
Yeah,
not freaking
uh-huh,
out or anything.
yeah.
Okay. Now here's what I will tell you. Okay, and I tried this with somebody.
Yeah.
Because you can see me and you know I'm doing it, it might be a little different as opposed to if somebody's like shocking you and they're doing it. You may feel more of a jolt from that because
Yeah.
like your mind's not registering like what's happening. So that may be what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's try you now. You said about 7 or 8.
Yeah.
All right. So let me know. All right. Here we
Okay.
go. Right first. 1, 2, 3. And where is it more?
It's like
Like right in this area?
It's like right. Yeah. Like
Oh,
more
okay.
Right here.
Right here at the top. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try left and then tell me which one is more. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. It was the right one?
I think it was the right
The right one?
more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And but is it
definitely.
the same area for both?
It's like the
right
same.
here?
It's like more in the middle to upper.
more,
yeah.
more like right here.
It's like right there.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, now I'm gonna have you guys do another challenge and you're gonna tell me if it's less sensitive, okay?
Okay.
I want you to wiggle your toes while I'm doing it and then tell me did it feel less or did it feel more? Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead, wiggle your toes.
Okay.
Less, more,
Maybe less
less?
for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be because like
Oh,
when you
okay,
have
yeah.
movement, you shouldn't be able to feel as much because your like your
Yeah,
toes
that
and
makes
stuff will be
sense.
sticking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
got
All
something
right, let's
else,
try this
like,
one.
Okay. Yeah, same thing. Maybe
Same
just
thing,
less.
less.
Yeah.
So now you try it and let's see.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it is a little
It's
less.
a little less?
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be. Okay, let's try this one. Less?
Yeah,
Good.
less. Yeah.
Okay. So let me have you guys do a couple exercises. Put your feet back closer this way.
This?
Yeah, like right there. Okay. And let me get you actually scoot up a little bit so I can have them right at the same angle. Okay.
My long
And so what I'm
hair.
gonna have you guys do, like point your feet up this way 1st. Yes, like that, same like hers. And then what I want you guys to do is make a fist with your feet. Tell me if you feel any pain or discomfort. Do you feel any pain or discomfort from that?
No.
Relax. Okay. Relaxing.
Relax.
Okay. And now spread your toes. Tell me if you feel anything. Pain, discomfort, anything.
No.
Is it hard to do?
It's a little hard to spread my toes out.
Okay.
I think you can spread your toes out way better than me.
That's what I'm saying. Yours seems like on the left one.
Yeah,
I
can spread my toes out like that.
Okay, and then now wiggle your toes for about 10 seconds and tell me if you feel any like pain or discomfort from that. Anything?
No.
So it's good? Yeah. So let's wrap up the interview now.
Okay.
In terms of my approach, when I walked over, I asked you ladies to like do the interview with me. Was it good? Was it bad? Can I work on something?
The approach?
Yeah, my approach. When I first walked up and asked you guys to do it.
No, I think in general it's always gonna feel awkward, the fact that you're gonna have to approach somebody,
Yeah.
you know, and like strangers are usually like, oh, like who are you? But I think like your approach was fine, you know, like it's definitely like a regular question, like would you like to do an interview? Very direct, not really making too much small talk. It was like, let me do the interview with you. Are you down? Like it's gonna be about this, and this, and it's informative. You get me? So
yeah.
Thank you.
I think the approach was good. It was like very quick and straight to the point. Like,
yes.
hey, do you have a few minutes to do this? Like,
Yeah.
and that's it. Like,
Because I never know what other people have to do. Like you might be busy, so I try to like get right to the point so that you guys can like, either do it or if you don't, it's all good. In terms of like the interview from start to finish, right? Could you see how everything was going in a line? Did it make sense to you? Did you learn anything new?
I definitely learned something new.
I definitely did too.
Yeah. I learned something new, and I stepped out my comfort zone today.
Yeah.
I feel like I thought about feet in a different light, you know, as opposed to like kind of in how people see feet differently.
I didn't. I haven't
So
connected.
there's a lot of negative stigmas and stuff attached to it, right?
Yes, I've never connected feet with mental health.
Yeah. So the whole point of my interview is because people like see feet as like an uncomfortable, like she was just saying, negative stigmas, negative connotations attached to it. So for me to go out, show we're having an interview, we're having a perfectly normal discussion, right? Seeing what you feel about your feet, seeing if you can go through experiences. Nothing weird's happening. I'm not like trying to jump on your feet or nothing like that. You know, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to show like it's normal and things like that. Are there some people who are obsessed and it's over? Yes. But, you know, for the most part, you have some people who are just admirers and it's just a cool thing. Right?
Yeah.
So in terms of the last thing that I have everybody do who does the interview, and we're going to start here first, from a mental health aspect, something that you can say to my channel, maybe a life lesson that you learned, something that they can take away from this interview.
From this interview, I feel like what people should take is to be comfortable with yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, to just learn and be comfortable in your own skin.
Okay. I like that.
I think kind of similar to hers, but it's kind of like sometimes you kind of have to talk through what you feel is uncomfortable to really like, I don't know, kind of see things in a new perspective and like kind of open your mind up more. Don't really jump to conclusions. Like, that'll be all.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you ladies so much. I appreciate you taking the time to like do the interview with me. It's not always easy. I can get a lot of no's like that. So like when I do get yeses, I always appreciate it. All right. You guys have a great one. You ladies have a great one, and we'll see you later, okay?
All right. Bye.